Hey guys, welcome back to the Book Rookie. I'm Karen, and today we're going to be taking another double shot of sci-fi and fantasy proportions. So let's get started. You guys will notice that I'm a little bit lower on the ground today. I'm trying out a new location. So we'll see how this one goes. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about Jackaby by William Ritter. This book was published in 2014, and we're also going to be talking about Helldivers by Nicholas Sansbury Smith, which was founded in 2016. So this book just came out. Both of these books are series. Both of these books I listened to on Audible through their daily deal program. Basically, I'll talk to you guys about this later, but Audible has this thing where they come out with these books every day, these daily deals, where they only charge about $1.95 to $4.95 for these books, and it's a great way to discover new books because a lot of times, it's not like the most popular books, but it's kind of like the middle level. So I found a lot of books this way and a lot of really interesting reads. So first we're going to be talking about Jackaby by William Ritter. So this book is about Abigail Rook, who comes to America and is immediately swept into the world of Jackaby, who is a paranormal investigator. He has kind of like a sense for magic and magical beings, and immediately can identify where Abigail Rook has been and where she's from based off of the invisible magical beings that are on her person. So she's immediately intrigued by this person who is an outcast in the community. Everyone in the community thinks that he's crazy, including the chief of police, who Jackaby wants to help, but because everybody thinks he's crazy and nobody believes in magic, he kind of has to do everything on his own. So when a series of murders happen in the town, Abigail is hired by Jackaby to be his assistant, and she is able to see the things that Jackaby is not, the very mundane and ordinary things. So this book is it's quote-unquote equal parts Doctor Who and equal parts Sherlock, and you will definitely get the sense of both in this book. Especially, I picked up on a lot of Sherlock Holmes references in this book. And it's just an absolutely fun read. You get to learn about different magical beings and fantasy. It's very funny. I personally really enjoyed the narrator who told the story on Audible. I don't remember her name, but I will probably post it somewhere on the screen or maybe down below. I will see. But it was just a fun read. Again, if you guys watched my Rat Queens video a few days ago, this is another book that if you take your reading a little bit too seriously, or if you're trying to get into reading again, this is a great book to start with. The reason that it didn't get a 4 or a 5 is that I wouldn't say it's like the most original book, but nevertheless, I really enjoyed it. So there you go. It got a 3 on Goodreads, a 3.5 in my head where it matters. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Parents calling. Okay, so next we're going to be talking about Helldivers, the Helldivers trilogy by Nicholas Sansbury Smith. This book was released last year in 2016, and the next book in the trilogy, called Ghosts, is going to be released this summer, either June or July, which I'm very excited about. I will definitely be getting this book as soon as it comes out. So what Helldivers is about, it's a world that has been destroyed by nuclear warfare. it's in constant nuclear winter and experiences all sorts of radiation, thunderstorms, lightning storms, and mutants on the face of the earth. So the book is about the humans who have survived essentially in these war drones, and are flying around the earth looking for a place that they can call home. So the only way that they're able to stay up in the air is through the hell divers who dive to the face of the earth to get supplies so that they can keep the drones up in the air. So the story follows Xavier Rodriguez, or X, who is the best of the best of the hell divers. He has survived 80 or 90 jumps. When the average hell diver dies after about 15 jumps, he is a completely miserable person. Everyone who he has ever loved has died either through hell diving or through radiation poisoning and cancer, but he lives through hell diving and through the mantra that the hell divers dive so that humanity survives. So at the beginning of the book, there are only 2 drones left in the air. All the other ones have crashed to the face of the earth. And so it really is up to Xavier and his teams to keep humanity alive. It's a story very similar to, if you've ever seen the movie Snowpiercer. There are definitely some common themes between the 2 stories. I personally really enjoyed the premise of this story. I think there's a part of me that feels like I enjoyed the idea of it a little bit more than the book itself, but I did really enjoy it. It was very heavy, and because there was very little comedic relief, it felt like it was a little bit draining at times. Nevertheless, again, gave this book a 3-star and a 3.5 in my head. I'm definitely interested to see what happens in the next of the 2 books. Did I mention that this book has mutants in it? Because that is a whole nother thing that the teams have to deal with, are these mutants called sirens that literally sound like ambulances that will just casually tear humans apart. So that adds some stress to the story. So yeah, this is I would say it's a pretty stressful book. There's a lot of suspense, a lot of thrillers, and then of course conversations about humanity and class and just all the things. It's very heavy. So I enjoyed this book. I would read it again. I enjoyed the narrator, and I will be looking forward to the next one. So anyway, I wanted to tell you guys about something very exciting. Since we're on the topic of sci-fi and fantasy, I wanted to let you guys know that in the future, coming up soon, I will be introducing my boyfriend, Chris, who is going to be talking to you guys a little bit about sci-fi and fantasy. He is the sci-fi and fantasy nerd, and we're gonna have some conversations about the genre, about some books that he's reading, and so that will be coming soon. I'm very excited for you guys to meet him. So on that note, I think that's it for today. So thanks again for watching. Subscribe below if you guys have any comments, if you've read these books, let me know. I am excited to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So I will see you soon. Bye!